somebody's lying. Take a look.
First thing you need to know about my son's mother is that she's a compulsive liar.
Scott is a jealous, racist, deadbeat dad. I'm tired of them going around saying stuff about Jesse that's not true. Scott's only mad because Jesse's black.
Yo, welcome back to my channel. We got a banger. We got another episode of Steve Wilkos. I don't know who lying. We got 4 people. Let's find out what the fuck is going on.
Why are you here today?
Because she's an unfit mother.
Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Me and Scott's been together for 5 years, 5 years of hell because of Tiffany. Since he's been 4, he said that Jesse, her current boyfriend, had molested him.
What did he say?
That Jesse messed with his butt.
That's some creepy shit right off the bat.
The 7-year-old told Tiffany. Tiffany rolled her eyes and walked away from her child. She's never believed the 7-year-old boy.
What is this? Do you ever talk to the little boy about what's going on?
I'm the first one he's told.
He told you about this boyfriend of the mother touching him inappropriately?
Yes.
And what did you do?
I called Scott from work. Scott came home. We took him to the hospital. They set up a kids clinic appointment to get examined. Scott called Tiffany to tell Tiffany what their son was saying about Jesse. And at this time, Scott didn't have the shared parenting agreement. And she came with the police and took their son. So he never got to that kids clinic appointment.
So they never got to find out if he was actually
Not
lost?
until Scott got custody.
Okay.
Then we found.
And what did you find then?
They examined him and it. You are such an unfit mom. And you know that you let your son get hit by the car because you was across the street.
No,
it says
I
it in
wasn't.
the police report. You know it's true.
No.
What happened?
You
Why don't you your son?
The stepmom came out standing on business since she started talking to Steve. If I had to make a guess now, I'm gonna go with the stepmom. They got custody.
You were the
God, you and Scott. Oh, crap. You think I would be with him if he hit? When I have kids by him.
It was the child support papers, and you
Really?
even seen them.
Really?
You seen them. His face is all swollen red, and child support, children's services even said.
Children's
that Scott
services
hit him.
never said nothing
I have
like
the
that.
papers
Why
there.
Scott have him?
I have the papers here.
Why would the courts give your son
You
to
guys
Scott?
left county.
Really?
That's what they told me.
Really?
Because you
There
guys
ain't
left county.
nothing you can do about it. If the lie detector come out that you felt, you will never see your damn
Okay,
son.
it's not going to come out
Oh,
that
baby,
way.
it will, and we
And
will
you
see
even
it
told me.
today.
You even told me that you
One
believe
second.
Jesse.
You're lying.
You are the mother,
Yes.
and you were married to Scott, or you
We were
had a child.
together.
You were together.
Yes.
You had a child, and at some point things went bad,
Yes.
and you decided not to be together anymore.
Yes.
Now you're at this point where you're with somebody else, right?
Yes.
Scott moved on, and they have a child together.
We have 2.
You have 2
We
children
have 2
together.
children.
Why are all these accusations going back and forth? You're saying that Scott's physically abusive to your son,
Yes.
and they're saying
I
that
have
your
children's service
boyfriend
papers.
is sexually molesting your son.
Not just that, Steve. She has a child that was murdered. That her 7-year-old son had a bruise from here to here, and told his mother about this man that murdered her other son. It wasn't even a week later, and he
No.
was dead.
No.
Exactly
No.
a week.
My
Let's
son
get to a
told me
lie
that his
detector
dad did
test.
that.
Bull
My
crap.
on,
son
I'm
told
sorry,
me
I'm
that
sorry.
his dad did that to him.
No.
You're saying the boyfriend now murdered
No,
the
this
child?
boyfriend got 15.
Oh, this is. Would you say that maybe sometimes you make bad choices with men?
Steve.
No.
You don't make bad choices.
No,
with men.
I've been with Jesse, and he's not done nothing to
So you hear these allegations, and it was brought up probably like 3 years ago. Of
When
the
he was
sexual,
4 years
He was
old.
4 years old. He's 7 now. So
And it's happened
the
4
first
more
time
times since then.
Somebody comes to you, either Melinda or Scott, and they say your boyfriend's molesting your son. Your reaction was
We went through children's services and the detectives.
you got up and you took him to children's
Yes,
services.
I went to
Oh,
children's
that's a
services.
lie. We're the ones who took him to the kids' clinic appointment because she took him away, and we
No.
didn't see him for 3 months. And when
No.
Scott got
Children's
custody,
services told me to go get my
Did you
go get
ever
my
ask
son.
your boyfriend? Did he ever
Children's
sexually
services
molest?
Sunday.
And what did he say to
He
you?
said no.
I don't know who to believe. I feel like the mom is somewhat sincere. I don't think she meant or is trying to cover up who hurt her kids. This is interesting as fuck.
Tiffany says that you beat your son.
Yes, that's what she says.
And is that true?
No, that ain't true. I've never beat my son. I have whooped my son before with a belt on his butt. And the only reason that I have whooped his on the butt with a belt.
How long ago was that?
It was the first time that he had tried to touch his other sibling inappropriately.
And how long ago was that?
About 2 years or so.
2 years ago.
About
Okay.
2 or 3 years
So
ago.
he was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
He's doing some improper things. But at 4 years old, you guys make the allegation that he was being inappropriately touched by Jesse.
Yes.
Wouldn't you think as a father, if my son was molested, maybe this kind of behavior is coming from something that happened to him?
Yes, I thought about that. I thought about that.
I mean, if my
after
son was
did,
molested, I don't know if he tried to
I did
beat him out of
apologize.
it.
I did apologize to him and told him that I was sorry. I didn't know how else to react, but I knew that I needed to let him know that that kind of behavior is inappropriate. And that was the only way that I
And
knew
that's
how
the
to do
only
it.
time you did it?
Yes,
One
sir.
time with the belt?
One time.
You never slapped your son in the face,
No.
punched him in the face? Nothing like
no.
You love your son?
Yeah, I love my son with all my heart. I love all my children.
And you have custody of your son?
Yes, I do.
How come the mother doesn't have custody?
Because when he was 3, she let him get hit by a car. When he was 4...
When you say she let him get hit by a car, she didn't pick him up and throw him in the street,
No,
right?
she didn't pick him up and throw him in the street, but she was nowhere to be found.
So
I
he
had to
was
put-
wandering by himself?
He was outside
He
playing
walked
by
into the street
himself
and got hit by a car.
walked into the street. He told me he was looking for his mom and ended up walking into a street and walked right into a car.
All right.
The allegations came up about Jesse touching him inappropriately in his private area, and I finally said, this is enough. I need to get him out of the situation that he's in, and I went and got
So he
myself a
came to
lawyer.
you or he came to your girlfriend?
He came to my girlfriend first.
And he said he made these allegations
He made
for
the
her.
allegations.
Then she
I
told
was
you
at
about
work.
it?
She called me at work. I came home from work immediately, took him to the hospital that very morning, and set him up an appointment with the kids' clinic. And then the very next day, Tiffany came to my house with the police, ripped him out of my arms, and took him from me, and I didn't hear a word from him for 3 months.
You see, that's the part I'm having a hard time understanding, bro. Like, it almost make me feel like, what if a small part of them put this shit in motion just to get custody of the son?
On stage.
No
not
fighting
gonna-
on stage, but I got something to say to this perverted ass.
Hey, you gonna talk about my integrity?
Hey, you
I'm
ain't
the
got
one
no
took care of
reason.
your
You
son
ain't take care of
when you
my
weren't
son.
there.
I've been there for my son the entire time.
I gave him something
I
over
was
here.
in the
You ain't never
hospital.
did nothing
I
for
was
him.
in the hospital.
You ain't
When
did
I came
nothing.
up to the hospital,
You
what
ain't
you
at
do?
the hospital.
You walked out like
I
a
stayed up at the
bitch.
hospital
Like a
the whole
bitch that
week.
you are.
You didn't even
walked
show
out
up.
when I
You
came
didn't even
in.
show up.
Why show
If it
up
was
and call?
We
As
wouldn't
soon
even
as
be
I got
here.
the call, I
Because I
showed
came
up.
to your
You
house.
ain't got no right to. You ain't. Bitch,
Hold on,
You ain't
hold on.
over. You ain't
Hold
nothing.
on. All right, I want to hear what he has to say now.
You ain't never been there for your son.
Jesse,
Never.
Jesse, I can see where you're being enraged. You're accused of one of the most horrible things you can do.
Most definitely.
Molesting a child. Now, you've been with Tiffany for a few years now. She said about
Yes.
4 years. You feel like you've been a better father to Scott's son than he
Not
has.
feel like I have been.
And what? Okay,
You are
hold
crazy.
on.
You crazy.
Why don't you...
My son, my flesh and blood.
Scott, relax. Ease up a little bit. We're here to find the truth out, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, ever since I first met Tiffany, I've taken her son to the park with my son. We go fishing, we go play basketball, we do things. I treat him like he's my son. He's never been around, he's never bought diapers, he never bought shoes, nothing. When he needed that stuff, I did it. I'm the one who walked to work in the snow. Why? To provide for me, Tiffany's son, Tiffany, and my kids. She'd call him, the baby needs diapers. They ain't never show. He came and got him once for 20 minutes and he was right back. They brought the kid back with nothing.
That's
He's
crazy.
never been there. I don't know.
So you're saying you love Tiffany, you love the son, you never sexually
Never.
in any manner
Never.
touched him.
Never.
You took a lie
And why would a
detector test.
4-year-old
Yes, I did.
say that? Why would a 4-year-old
You
say
took a lie
that?
detector
4-year-old
test
ain't gonna
before
make
the
that
show.
up.
And you're confident in your results.
Yes, I am.
See what I'm saying? It's like everybody got a piece of decent information. Like, they have a part of genuineness to them. I want to believe nothing happened, but we know it never turns out that way. But Steve, you could have said something about that N-word shit, my boy. You got to set the record straight on all aspects of this shit. Even if he not saying it in a way that's pertaining to the case now, it's still never okay, bro. That shit not okay. That's a very unhealthy environment, Steve.
My 4-year-old son came to me when he was 4 and said Jesse touched him. He ain't never once said nobody else's name but yours.
Jesse's never touched the kid.
He ain't never said nobody else's name but yours. And why is he so scared of you then? If you ain't never did nothing, why is he so scared of you? Why does he come to me? Why does he come to me and tell me he hides in his room? How come he hides in his room when you're around?
Listen, just listening to going back and forth. There's a 7-year-old boy out there somewhere who's being watched by you, but he's dating the mother and they want to be part of their life. So like everybody's fighting for, seems like the same thing. Like they want the boy, you want the boy. So I'm asking you, could it be a case of somebody chirping in your ear, that all this, you hate each other, that you're
The only
going
person
after
chirping
each
in
other?
my ear is my son.
I'm saying, do you really believe that Jesse
Yes,
did this
I
to your
believe
son?
my son.
Come on. Swear to God.
Yeah.
You too.
You're lucky.
You don't think I know? Don't think I know what's something.
That's a good act you're putting on over there.
The mother.
Yes,
and we're
I
gonna
am.
prove
Yes,
it today.
I am.
You too.
I just want my
No
son to
type
come
of
home. I
father.
want my son to
Tiffany.
come home.
You were given a lie detector test before the show. You were asked, were you home when your son got hit by the car? You answered yes. Have you ever coached your son to say Scott has hit him? You answered no. Have you ever hit your son with excessive force? You answered no. Has your son ever told you that Jesse was touching him inappropriately when he was not in the presence of Scott and Melinda? And you answered no. And the results for Tiffany's lie detector test is that Tiffany has told the truth.
Okay. Yeah, straight up. Straight up. Straight up.
I am sorry. Be a father.
I got custody. I am a father.
That don't make you a father. That don't make you a father.
And you know I told you about that bruise.
Don't make you no father.
What drugs did
Before
you
the
take to
show,
pass?
Huh?
before the show, Scott took a lie detector test. Scott, you were asked, are you fabricating that Jesse is molesting your son? You answered no. Have you ever coached your son to say that Jesse has inappropriately touched him? You answered no. Did you tell your son to burn down Tiffany's house? You answered no. And the results for your lie detector test of that portion of it is that you told the truth. Okay. You did fail one question, and you were asked, have you ever hit your son in the face with a belt? You answered no, and the results for that is that you did fail.
I have the proof.
You hit him in the face with a belt?
I told you I have the proof with me.
All right, baby. All right.
I have
All right.
You. And I got
Why
two
don't,
kids by
why,
you.
listen.
How you know
Hold on,
you
wait,
ain't beating
stop,
mine?
stop. Why don't you explain that?
I don't ever remember doing it. I never did it.
Papers, I can tell you what
That's
happened.
crazy.
If I did do it,
Is there- let me
Took it
ask-
out on my son.
if
Boyfriend, bitch.
Stop. Stop. Stay quiet. I'm trying to find out what's happening to a 7-year-old. Can you stop for a second?
Yes.
if I did do it,
When you were whipping your son with the belt, is it possible that you slapped him in the face with the belt?
it's possible that while I was whooping him, that he squirmed around and I did hit him.
Is it possible that you hit him in the face with the belt?
It is possible.
There you go.
That's crazy. In the face, bro. In the fucking face.
Right.
Over. My kids mean more than having you around. How do I know you ain't gonna abuse them on accident? Over. I can do better.
Hold on a second. Let's just make it clear. You said from the beginning that you did discipline your son. You used the belt on him.
Oh, come
the
on,
one time,
Steve.
The one time. And now
No,
you're saying
this a
that
cop
it's
out.
possible while you were given this discipline, you might have cracked him in the face with the belt. Okay.
Possible.
Oh, no, I don't believe that shit. They should have tested him on if he frequently whipped them
Well,
with
first
the
of all,
belt.
First of all, I
listen,
should have never
wait.
picked
Let
up
me
the belt.
say what I had to say. If a child comes to you, first of all, and says, I've been sexually molested, and then he's acting inappropriately, maybe getting him some counseling instead of whipping him out with the belt is probably the best thing to do. Now, Jesse, you've been accused of a horrible thing. You came here today. You wanted to clear your name. We're going to find
Man, I
out
want
if
him to pass,
you either
man.
molested this child or somebody's putting some ideas in his head. All right? So we got right at it. And Jesse, we asked you, have you ever sexually molested Tiffany's son? And you answered no. And the results for your lie detector test is that you told the truth.
Thank God, I'm with Jesse, man, cause she doing too much. She really was doing too much.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Sorry.
Hold on.
I'm the father to my kids.
Hold on. Stop.
I want him home.
That's why
Hold
I
on,
can't, that's
hold
why
on.
I called.
Okay.
That's why I didn't know.
Hold on. Hey.
Exactly. If it ain't him, then who
Trying
is
to
it?
accuse him.
I know. Hold on.
I want
Hold
my
on.
son home.
Okay, hold on.
He has no life.
Okay.
I want him now.
Please.
Your reaction to Jesse being cleared.
I'm shocked.
The only person that's
Because my son
who's actually lied on
told
this
me.
test so far is you.
My son told me.
I'm
And
Linda.
that's the only man.
Who did he tell to first?
Me.
He told it to you.
Me.
Okay. So I don't know why you'd leave him because you know the son didn't make it up to him, that he's not making the story up because
No.
you're saying.
But who is it, Steve? I have 2 kids to look after myself. Who is it? How do I know it ain't this?
For real.
me.
For real.
Oh, yeah, let's find out here.
Well, we're really
What
now going to
else?
go
I
down
mean-
that road now? It never came up before?
I always believe
You live with me.
Wait, hold on a second. Really, that kind of confuses me a little bit here.
I'm confused myself. A 4-year-old
Yeah, but you
telling
shouldn't
me
be
that?
confused. The point that I'm confused, that makes sense, because I don't live in your house. But if there's this question and all of a sudden you turn to him and maybe it was you, you don't know?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Well, then you're full of
Damn. Test him now.
So far, we've had 3 people take lie detector tests, and Jesse and Tiffany and Scott passed the lie detector test. You failed the one question, but you admit to saying, yeah, I could have done it in the one time you were administering discipline. Melinda, you took a lie detector test before the show, and you were asked, did Scott's son tell you that Jesse had inappropriately touched his butt? You answered yes. Are you fabricating that Scott's son said Jesse touched him inappropriately? You answered no. Results for Melinda's lie detector test is that you're the only one who didn't tell the truth.
That's crazy, dude. Oh my God. My blood is boiling.
Yeah.
You failed your lie detector test.
Yeah. Hello.
The one who's up here screaming and ranting more than you failed the lie detector
Beat
test.
your ass.
Why?
You know I
No,
told
you ought
you.
to be beating your boyfriend's ass.
Yeah, you're right.
Good shit.
No, I mean, no, I think you got it wrong.
Your
Maybe I'd
fight
be
is
kicking her
over
ass
there.
out.
You're right.
If she made up this story.
I did not make them up.
All this
Hold
stuff
on.
is just made up.
I want to hear your reaction.
About him
I want to hear
now.
this reaction.
That's shocking. Because she has never lied to me
Everything.
about anything.
I don't think I could have did that until the father took a lie detector test, because she lied about the kid saying Jesse did it, but at the same time he still was trying to do it to another kid. So it happened and somebody did it. Why didn't they both have that test?